Right, good morning. This is the now second to last day of the lockdown update vlog lesson things. Oh, that's right. We're in unicorn mode today. So may as well go full unicorn because there's only so many times left to go full unicorn. This may or may not work. Let's have a look. Now Ernesto's a unicorn. I still need to paint that pink or purple, although now that we're going back to school, what's the point? When's the point ever been necessary for me, to be completely honest? Right, so what's the plan, Stan? Because since Auntie Cindy's announcement yesterday, I've had a stack of emails from a stack of you asking about what we're doing when we get back and what we're doing in the meantime and all of that kind of stuff. So here's the rundown. If you are in my junior drama class, we are going to I'll give you today, because we don't have drama tomorrow, I'll give you today to make sure that you've knocked out of the park all of the Greek theatre things, because I know that for a while there I was giving you too much work by the sounds of things. So if you can finish off anything that's outstanding from the Greek theatre stuff, when we get back to school, we're going to do your performances of Darkwood Manor. I'll give you a whole lesson to get yourselves all sorted for that, and then we'll do the performances on Friday this week. All going well with everybody back, that is. Then next week we will go into Greek theatre and pick up what we were going to do if we hadn't gone into, well, if we had stayed in lockdown a little bit longer, we would have done something different, but we'll pick up the Greek theatre and do a Greek theatre thing for 3 weeks, and we'll perform that at the end of term. So that's the plan there. Now, year 11s, if you can focus on completing your monologue from Midsummer Night's Dream in the next 2 days, that would be great. Film it on your phones, get a parent to film it on the camera of your laptop. Doesn't really matter how you film it, but if you can film your monologue and attach that, upload the video to Drive, attach a link to it to the slideshow where you've got all the other bits and pieces that we've done. And we will have enough there for everybody to get and achieved, so you've got 4 credits there. If there are any of you who wanted to make sure you got a merit or an excellence for it, or didn't want the achieved credits, or that sort of thing, we'll discuss it when we get back to school. But at least we've covered enough off there that if you've got your performance of Midsummer in that little section, you've all got 4 credits. So at least the last few weeks haven't been for nothing. And those of you who want to carry on and get a merit or an excellence for it, there's only a bit of research about Shakespeare and that sort of thing that needs to go in there. Now, year 12s. If I scrap the requirement for a monologue performance from one of your plays, which I can do, all you need to do is to have some of those comparisons completed. And if you've got 5 comparisons, you've definitely achieved it. If they're 5 plus or 5 decent, well-regarded comparisons, you've probably got a merit or an excellence. And if you're wanting a merit or an excellence, flick me an email today and I'll let you know what you need to do on those. Because year 12s, what we will do is we will be heading back to school and we will pick up New Zealand theatre. And what my aim is that we will complete the performances for New Zealand theatre in the next week. And then we'll start talking about devised. Now, the reason why I want to do that is that we still have exam week down for the end of term. So we need to talk about exams and we need to talk about exam week, and then we need to get into devised. But something tells me that you would probably rather get into devised, to be completely honest, and do some topic picking and that sort of thing. Year 13s. I've put something up in Google Classroom as a revising of New Zealand theatre, because when we get back in, we're straight into New Zealand theatre performances, get those done and dusted, out of the way, and then we'll move on to devised. And that way you'll all definitely get UE. It looks like we're going to be back at school before the 20 days tick in for lockdown credits. So we will definitely need to get into devised and get that started so that you can get that finished, so that you can make sure you've got UE drama. We'll have a discussion about the exam as well, because currently I've put everybody down for an exam, but I'm quite happy to pull everybody from the exam as soon as we get back and we can have a conversation, because I'm not sure that anyone's going to want to do it in the end, because we've had too much time away. Yeah, so we'll have a discussion about production, which, spoiler alert, will not be going ahead in its current form. We need to have a discussion about clowning, because year 11s, I do want to get back into the clowning, but we need to find a time to do the performances. So I'll contact the primary school and see what they're into, but it might just have to be clowning performances filmed rather than in front of tiny children, which is a shame, because it's so much more fun when there's tiny children involved. Yeah. So the next 2 days are going to be a little bit manic from my end, and we will see how things go. I'm assuming that we're going to start hearing from drama associations and the musical theatre group and the events people, and they're going to start talking about moist breath zones and rehearsal practices and all of that sort of stuff that we also need to maintain those guidelines for. We've got the caveat on no more than 50 people in a gathering, but something tells me that's going to not count for schools anyway, so waiting for more information from Mr. Fuller on that. We've got a staff meeting this morning at 9:30 on the Zoom. She says coughing, and then we will find out some more information. So if you are in my year 12 class, we would ordinarily have a Google Meet session today. I'm not going to be hosting a Google Meet session today because I think we've all got too much to sort of get done to interrupt the middle of the day with that. Flick me an email and let me know if you're desperate to have one, but at this stage we won't have one because those of you who catch the video and want to finish the standard, you can use that time for that rather than talking to me and checking out Ernesto's outfits, because that's pretty much what today probably would have been. And then tomorrow I've got the Google Meet lesson with the year 11s, and I'll cancel that as well because you guys just need to get your video done. And again, it would be just a lot of an extra chaos to stop everything, interrupt your day. We could do our session on Shakespeare, who he was and where he was, and the socio-historical background of Midsummer Night's Dream, but it's probably going to be more useful to you to use that time and get your monologues done and filmed and sorted so that we can get those credits in the bank when we get back. Right, so I filmed absolutely nothing else yesterday because I spent most of the time well, I did a lot of editing of stuff. I did a lot of emailing. Got a lovely email from Dawn last night. Josh, I'm assuming you're going to get a lovely email from Dawn at some point too, which was both heartwarming and heartbreaking all at once. So, yeah, but that's okay. Shakespeare's great, and every single part of Shakespeare is great. It does look like NSSP is going ahead, for those of you who wish to be involved in helping out with that in the school holidays. And it looks like we will be able to do some of the other stuff towards the end of the year, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do production, and performance elements to audiences are definitely going to be changed. Yeah, so take care of yourselves. Start getting yourselves mentally and physically organised to get back to school. I need to find all the things that I need to find to get back to school. We've got 3 and a bit weeks of this term left once we're back, and then we get school holidays, which is good, and then we should be back into some normal next semester, next term, but it'll still be a little bit longer before the exams for you seniors because they've pushed the exams out because of lockdown. So we will see how we go, and yeah, So what am I now going to do? I'm now going to go and do some yoga because I've got some niggling pain in my legs and I don't think that I should run on it. Part of me wants to run on it, but that's the part of me that isn't the logical part of me in the first place. So some yoga and a walk, I think, is on the cards. Meeting with Mr. Fuller and the rest of the staff at 9:30. Breakfast and just general last-minute reorganisation and panic about the fact that we need to wrap up what we've been doing in lockdown and get back to school. Yes. And we never got up to playing Shakespeare's Trivial Pursuit. That'll be for later. Alrighty, take care. I will catch you all very, very shortly, and it'll be good. It'll be great. It'll be great. It'll be great. I haven't seen human people in a while, so I'm looking forward to that. Mostly. I don't like change, so the fact that we're going to change to go back to school, that's challenging, but it'll be fine because it's been a while since we've been able to do anything. I'm just hoping that we get some interesting and good guidance as to what we can do between now and the end of the term, in particular while we're at level 2 in drama, now that the level 2 rules have changed quite a bit from last time. So yeah, do take care, and I will see you very shortly. I imagine that the first few lessons back are going to be a complete waste of time and you're just going to want to talk, and to be completely honest, I'm low-key fine with that. I am wearing rainbow legs of the day, predominantly because they're going to be easy to do yoga in just a moment, and breakfast is going to be the exact same breakfast that I have every single morning of every single day. Baked beans on toast, a couple of hash browns. Yeah, that's my breakfast, and a cup of cafefe. So take care. Look after yourselves. I will see you very shortly. This is a long video considering that I think I've been ranting for the last 6 minutes. There will be one more video tomorrow, and then it will be live in-person peopling. Weird, right?